I had a dealership disaster on my hands this week, but I did manage to turn it into this. I want to share this customer story with all of you because it's something that I see frequently, and I'm not talking about all the dirt and salt on the paint. It's actually what is underneath all of that. This customer picked up his 2023 GMC Denali thinking that the paint looked great, and he was referred to me from another customer to do a paint inspection as he wanted a coating. As you'll see in a minute, this truck was absolutely covered in swirls and scratches, and I know that this customer did not use an automatic car wash himself. Unfortunately, what I see from a lot of dealerships is that they will do anything but wash vehicles correctly, and because of that, this is what a lot of customers are receiving. The biggest issue with this is that the paint is getting thinner and thinner by the year. Companies are being so cheap with the amount of paint that's going on that it makes paint correction increasingly difficult. After explaining the condition to the customer, he did decide to go for a full correction to get his vehicle as close to factory as possible. And then we were going to go ahead and put a coating on for him to make the maintenance a lot easier going forward. I did my test spot to decide on my pad and product combo, so I'll explain my setup before you watch me buff this car for a few minutes, even though it actually took 10 hours. I'll start off with the two machines you'll see me using, which are the Rupes LHR 15 Mark III, and then the smaller cordless machine is the Flex PXE 80. I'm using Rupes pads and products today. For the compounding, I'm using DA Coarse Compound and the yellow wool pad. I didn't need something as aggressive as the blue wool pad, but also the yellow foam was not going to be enough, so this was kind of the perfect medium for the job. And then to finish the panels out, I'll be polishing them with the yellow foam pad and the fine polish. Just so all of you know, I will link all the products in the description as well as a 5% discount code if you do decide to try something. Go ahead and enjoy me spinning my machine for a while, and I will jump back in shortly. We are also going to be doing a glass polish and coating on his front windshield here. So the coating we'll be using is PNS Inspiration. This is always included in the price. I'm also the only one I know in my city that does not charge to coat rim faces. And don't get me wrong, if they did want a wheels off coating, then absolutely. But I feel like this is just a good gesture, and with the little amount of product that's being used, there's no need to charge hundreds of dollars for this. As per usual, to finish the tires off, I'm going to slap on some Geon tire protectant, just some great stuff, and applying it with a brush is always satisfying. And the last step will always be the coating. I want to make sure all the little services and steps are done beforehand, because once the coating is done, I'm not touching anything else on that vehicle until it's cured for at least 15 hours. And now we'll be doing a full walk around. I apologize for the low lighting. It was 3 a.m. at this time and my detailing lights were turned off and packed up. What we did here today was a light paint correction, glass polish, windshield coating, and rim coating. Back to factory condition, and the customer was super happy. Go ahead and subscribe for daily detailing content, and if you have any questions or requests, go ahead and drop them down below.